croeso i'r sioe. Diolch am eich cwmni. Hello, how's things? Welcome to the show. Thanks for your company. Cyfres 4, pennod 79. Series 4, episode 79. Amser Amodol, the Conditional Tense. Hello everyone. So, dim treigladau. No mutations there whatsoever. What can I say? Dumbstruck. Anyway, no mutations there. Today's lesson is not what I thought it was. There it is. 79. Right, so today's tense is tense 9, which is the conditional simple, which a bit different to the ones, all the other conditionals we've just been going through, which were periphrastic, using byddwn, baswn to achieve things. This will just uses the same ending, so byddwn and baswn end in un, wn, and we can put that on the end of dusk, which is the verb stem, the verb noun stem of dusky. So that's what we know we make other words with, like duscais for the past tense, and duska for the future tense, and duska again as a command to one person, and duskuch as a command to plural or polite command or imperative mood. So we've got these different ones we've seen before. We've seen the past tense, we've seen the future tense. We're now on to the conditional tense. They're the three main ones, and then there's the imperative mood, which isn't a tense but acts like a tense. It's called imperative mood. So they're the four main things that you can do in colloquial spoken Welsh. And on the web lesson today, there's a chart there from Wiktionary and another really useful diagram as well. But be aware that often people translate what should be the continuous tense in some of these, and they mean it to mean the simple. So, in other words, byddwn ni'n dysgu strictly means I would be learning, but people could just use it to mean I would learn, even though what we're doing today is how we would say I would learn. And even that in English can mean I'd learn. I would learn gets contracted to I'd learn. Some people say it, translate it as that as well. So you get it anyway. So on to today's lesson, we have the table for the conditional simple, which is how we use short form inflected versions of dysgu again, and we say dysgwn, dysgwni, which is I would learn, and dysgeti, you would learn. So these are the same as baswn and byddwn and baset and byddet. So they're all the same endings. So dysgwni is I would learn, dysgeti, you would learn, dysgai fe, dysgai fo, dysgai hi, sioe, it would learn, dysgai ni, we would learn, dysgai chi, you plural or polite would learn, dysgen nhw, they would learn. And then for each of them, there's another version as well, which has an S in there as well, just like baswn does. Byddwn doesn't ends in un, but baswn ends in sun. So there's a dysgswn as well version. I haven't come across contextual use of it, but it's listed on a couple of places. It's not listed in the Bangor Dictionary or the Gweadur, but it's in the Wiktionary one. But the main one is just dysgwn without the S in there. So that's your conditional short form, and there's a quiz for that, and then a reminder of the other ones we've done short form for already. So instead of doing tense 9 for conditional, there's another table there now for tense 1, short form inflected preterite, which is the past tense simple, past simple. So I'll just go over them again, which was dysgais I, I learned, dysgais ti, you learned, dysgof e, dysgof he, or dysgof he, she, or it learned, dysgon ni, we learned, dysgoch chi, you, plural or formal, polite, learned, and dysgon nhw, they learned. So, nice reminder lesson, wrapping up the sort of main colloquial tenses that we're going to come across, wrapping up the table sort of, because the last one's just borrowing words, borrowing tenses, borrowing words from other tenses, and and it sort of wraps up a few things really. So it allows us to just have a quick look at the three main tenses that get a short form in colloquial, and then the imperative mood as well, which is only two words for them, which is end in a and uch, which we've come across before in the mwynhea and mwynhewch lessons not so long ago. Right, so reminder of the other tense we did, not number 9, not number 1, but this time 13, which is the future simple, and that's dysgai or dysgafi. I will learn. Dysgu di. You will learn. Dysgith e, dysgith o, dysgith he. He, she, or it will learn. Dysgwn ni. We will learn. Dysgwch chi. You will learn. And dysgan nhw. They will learn. And if you're eagle-eyed, you would have noticed that dysga, with a on the end, gets reused in a couple of places. Dysgwch gets used in a couple of places. And dysgwn gets used in a couple of places. And I've mentioned them on the web lesson. And I've got it written somewhere, have I? Yeah. Dysga is the first person singular future of I will learn. But it's also used for learn as a command to informally, or to one person, familiar, whatever. So it can mean them two different things. So it can be the future or the imperative. And dysgwn is the first person future, we will learn, but it also, as in dysgwn ni, and it can also mean dysgwn I, as I would learn, the first person singular conditional. So the word gets borrowed there again. So, and dysgwch, which we know is a command, it can also mean the future second person plural, as in you will learn, you plural or formal will learn as well. So I mentioned that, and then there's some of the tables, and then we're on to the listening exercise for today, before I don't have a chance to fit it in. And that is, rydyn ni wedi dysgu am yr ffurf gwmpasog. We've learned about the long form. Nawr, rydyn ni'n dysgu mwy am y ffurf gryno. Now we are learning more about the short form. Mae'n bwysig deall am amserau. It is important to understand about tenses. Rydyn ni'n gwybod llawer mwy am y gorffennol, y presennol, yr amodol, y dyfodol, a'r gorchmynol. Gorchmynol. That's a tongue twister after all that. So we know much more about the past, present, conditional, future, and the imperative. Yeah. So cwmpasog has become gwmpasog. Ffurf, form, is feminine, so adjective self-mutate. So cwmpasog, from compass, compass, has become gwmpasog. I haven't really got any time to fit anything else in, so thanks for listening, and see you tomorrow, hopefully.